lives became so necessary in our lives is that straight lines are pretty much trivial. I don't know. Yes, straight line is a trivial concept. Fine, but mostly in our nature, mostly objects are how do relations look like? Why are some other relations who are straight now? Right? They are not so highly, not perfectly correlated. Okay, so most of the time equations are looking like this. The equations will look like something like this. Okay, so this is known as that this is the graph of the function, right? Y equals to f of x, right? Okay, এনেকাকে function আমি এনেকাকে লিখো y equals to f of x বুলি লিখো. Fine, our function আমি কি কৈছিলো function is from one non-empty set to another non-empty set, right? So এটা যেনেকে এইটো গ্রাফটো তুমি কত দেখাইছা ইয়াৰ পৰা এইখিনি লৈকে আছে বলে. So the domain is this part to this part, right? This is the domain. Fine, and what will be the range? What will be the range? This is the highest point, right? This is a little this is not the highest point, but this is a maxima, but this is not the highest number in this region. We will study that later in maths. What is maxima, what is local maxima, what is local minima, those kind of things. Locally information, but right now it will be this is the highest peak, right? Or let me make it more obvious that is the peak. Okay, take a sip. So now you will see this part up to not this part up to where this is the smallest, isn't it? So and baki sab number bu ei duta number er majote ahi ase y er হয় নাই baki sab number ei duta number er majote ahi ase, isn't it? Sab number bur etu jontu number hoy a part 2. So y value bur a region to bhitorote move kori ase, right? You see the function y value to a khini a region to bhitorote move kori ase, isn't it? If this is, let's consider if this is 2 and if this is 5, so a sub number for 2 or 5 er majote dwindle kori ase, isn't it? Okay, and similarly x er case to x mane a sub number er coordinates bur jonbur hobo x comma y jontu coordinate hobo, so this x is going to be dwindling between x is going to be janeke dot d disu duitat moi, so etu mane x is going to be dwindling between what? Let's say this is 1 and let's say this is 6. You are dwindle between 1 and 6, and y is going to dwindle between 2 and 5, right? I don't know. So coordinates bur a gita a duta je set ase a duta set or Cartesian product or tumar eta subset hobo, right?
Kuntur
a duta set x belong a duta set jonto a equals to 1 to 6 a duta interval or b equals to 2 to 5, right? But Cartesian product ami ki hor lo mainly Cartesian product ami lo tumar like ami ki hor lobo kane koisilu sets, our sets bur ki hoy sets can be finite and set can be infinite also, right? I don't know. So these are infinite sets, intervals are infinite sets. So a duta set or Cartesian product will give us what? Give us coordinates, right? Ordered pairs dibo tuma. So are you getting it? How things are connecting from like how things are interconnected. So the sets which we learned, so therefore these two are the sets. A duta to me Cartesian product bul hole you will get all the coordinates which will lie in this region, right? I don't know. A gote function er tumi jiman kita point ase gote bur pabane
পাম
বাট নাপাবা পাৰা নেকি নহয় বিকজ
এনে
A x তোমাৰ 1 to 6 লৈকে আছে B তোমাৰ 2 to 5 লৈকে আছে তো পাবা তুমি of course so 1 will be related to 2 and 1 will be related to 5 so 1,2 is there 1,5 is there কি আছে নেকি 1,5
1,5
এই ফাংশনটোত 1,5 আছে কাৰ্টেছিয়ান প্ৰডাক্টৰ ভিতৰতটো 1,5 available হ'ব right 1,5 belongs to A cross B
yes
or 1,5 doesn't belong to this function right that is not part of this relation function is what it's a relation right function is a subset of this Cartesian product okay গম পাইছে এনেকে লিংক কৰি যেতিয়া যিমান যেতিয়া তুমি অকলে যেতিয়া বহিবা যেতিয়া তুমি ৰিভাইজ কৰিবা থিংস you should be able to recall things like connect things like this এনেকে যদি recall কৰা then you will never have to go and study those concepts which you have already studied because like we always keep using these concepts in further fields গম পাইছা এইবোৰ যোনবোৰ concepts by functions হৈ গ'ল sets হৈ গ'ল relation হৈ গ'ল trigonometry হৈ গ'ল right এইবোৰ চব তুমি পিছত ইউজ কৰি থাকিবাই fine certain formulas or certain things if you use korote you will it will like remain inside your head like you will remember them so that's the thing so this is the basic idea and if you put a beautiful a structure to a mind of it then it is very easier to recollect things so jetia also like when we say revision so when you're looking into at a question কিবা এটা question তুমি যদি solve কৰিব তুমি চেষ্টা কৰি আছা so এই question যদি তুমি solve কৰিবা when you will be solving that question so at that time that question gives you the opportunity to revise all the stuff for now right now we see we are just looking into a function that's it at a simple function এটা আমি চাই আছো এটো চাওঁতে আমি কিমান বস্তু আমাৰ ৰিভাইজ হৈ গৈছে right okay so এই বস্তুটো just mindত ৰাখিবা that's a help that might be a helpful tip think about the tip it might be helpful to you think and if it's useful you can use it okay so ইয়াৰ পিছত তোমাৰ কি আহিলে এটা গম পাইছা 2 to 5 ৰ মাজত গৈ থাকিলে বা এনেকুৱা গৈ থাকিলে সো এটা বেসিক যোনটো কথাটো হ'ল